In the last video, we looked at some basic transport commands. In this video, we're going to dig in a bit deeper and look at some more transport functions. I'm going to hit O to toggle our loop browser closed, and now we have just the main area of the arrange window to work with. Now I want to copy these regions and have them repeat again starting at bar 5. I want to draw your attention to the fact that you'll notice that my cursor changes depending where it is in the lane. At the top of the lane, it's a regular selection tool. When I move it a bit lower, it becomes a marquee tool. And when I move it to the upper corner here, it becomes a resize tool or a fade tool. Now, this behavior, the tool changing depending on where it's placed in the lane, is controlled by one of the preferences. And that's under Preference, General, and we go to Editing. And we have here Pointer Tool in Arrange provides Fade Tool, click zones, and Marquee Tool click zones. So I have both of these on, and that's what's allowing this behavior for it to turn into a fade tool when it gets to a certain area of the region. There we are. And then the regular pointer tool and the marquee tool. Now with these off, it'll just be the regular pointer tool no matter where you are. So just wanted to point that out so you see what's happening when you see that behavior as I'm working. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that and shift click to select each of these. And I'm going to hold down Option and drag and repeat these regions starting at bar 5. So now I have the exact same 4 bars repeating again. So I can use my stop and start play commands as we've seen, but I want to show you another command now. And this is to play from the selected region. Right now we have these 3 selected. Let's say I hit 0 and I have my playhead there. And I want to play just from bar 5. What I'm going to do is use the key command Shift Enter. I'll hit stop and Shift Enter again. We'll play from the selected region. Enter, you'll recall, just plays from where the playhead is, but Shift Enter plays from the selected region. And that is available as a button here in the transport. If you Control click here and customize the transport bar, we have Play from Selection, and it's enabled. We're just not seeing the button now because of the limited size of the transport bar. We have these chevrons here indicating that there's more buttons available, and there's the Play from Selection one. So normally it would be available there. So let's play from selection. Now the other thing you can do is navigate back or forth by 1 bar at a time by using the rewind and forward buttons. There's the forward button. And you see each time I click it, it goes a bar forward. And the rewind button, again, we're not seeing it because of the limited space here. So what I'm going to do is right click or control click and customize the transport bar. And I'm going to take off low latency mode. So that'll get rid of a button there and it brings the rewind button there because it enables some more space. So now we'll see that rewind allows us to move back 1 bar at a time. And if you keep your finger on it, it goes really fast. So again, there are some key commands for these. And I'd suggest learning these basic key commands because they're very useful. Rewinding and fast forwarding are by default the comma and period keys on the regular part of your keyboard. So comma goes back by a bar and period goes forward by a bar. And if you add shift to these, they'll move by 8 bar increments. That's fast forward and fast rewind. So if I go shift period, I jump ahead 8 bars, shift comma, back by 8 bars. So very useful to know those commands. Now let's look at another playback command. What we can do is use the marquee tool to set a playback position. So let's say I want to play back just a certain area right over there. What I can do is command click. If you hold down the command key, you're going to select your toggle tool, which by default is the marquee tool. And you'll see it switches to that as I hold it. Or I can position in the middle of my region there because I have that special function enabled in the preferences. It'll allow me to access the marquee tool here. So I can do a short click there. And it creates a little marquee stripe right there. Now if I hit play, it's going to play from there. And again, it's going to play from there. Now this is dependent on a command that's available under the play button. If you control click or right click on the play button, you'll see the different modes, play from marquee selection and play from cycle. So right now this is enabled. If play from marquee selection is disabled, when I hit play now, it'll just play from wherever the playhead position is. But when it's enabled, it plays from the marquee stripe. And to get rid of that, all I need to do is click in the background. So you can click anywhere with the marquee tool and start playback from that position. Click in the background to disable. And if you're not using this multiple tool mode, command clicking, having your marquee as the alternate tool will allow you to position it like that. Now, similarly, I want to look at a couple of the different stop commands when you right-click here. So, control-click or right-click stop, and we have stop jump between marquee and project start if stopped. So what this does is when it's stopped like it is now, when I hit the stop command, it goes to the marquee, and if I hit stop again, it goes to the beginning. Stop again, and it goes to the marquee selection. Stop again, and it goes to the beginning. So it's useful to get used to using the stop and play keys rather than just the space bar, because it gives you a lot more functionality like this. So this is a great way to jump between the two positions. Now the marquee tool can be used not only for setting a playback position, but for actually setting a whole range for playback. So if I click and drag with the marquee, I'm going to create a little marquee selection, and now when I hit play, watch what happens. It plays just the selected area and stops automatically at the end. And if I hit play again, same thing. And this is dependent, of course, on this option in the play button for playing marquee selection, because if that's off, it won't play the marquee selection. So this is a great way of having it play a unique area of the arrangement. Like that. So there you go, some really useful transport commands. I'd suggest you learn and get them under your fingertips because they'll help speed up your day-to-day workflow a lot. Shift-Enter for playing from the selected region, using the comma and period keys for rewinding and forwarding by a bar, and adding shift to that for fast forward and fast rewind, and then using the marquee tool for setting a position for playback or for setting a range for playback by dragging like that. And you can drag across in any of the lanes when you have the multiple tool function enabled, or by command clicking to get the alternate tool, which by default is the marquee tool, and we'll explore tools in more detail in other videos. So that's it for now. Learn these commands, use them, and I'll see you for more next time.